morning. As you can see outside, we're getting 12 to 18 inches of snow today. So I figured I'd do something comforting. It's going to be a spaghetti with spinach and sun-dried tomato cream sauce. And I'm also going to add a little bit of a mushroom in mine, but it's not in the recipe. You can add it if you want. So up in here I have my boiling salted water. I'm going to add one 12-ounce package of spaghetti. And I'm going to let that cook until it's al dente, about 9 to 10 minutes because it's gluten-free. It's going to take a little bit longer. So I'm going to let that go. And then I'm going to start my cream sauce. So let me just start this. I'll be there in 1 second. Okay. All right, now I got to put my my other burner on for my olive oil. I have 2 teaspoons of olive oil in my pan. I'm going to take my thing cooks up really quickly. So I got it over a medium-high heat. And as soon as it gets up to heat, it should be just a second. Let me turn this water down just a little bit. I don't like it to boil that high, it gets all over my stove. So I've got that, and then I've got, let me give this a stir. Because you're going to save 1 cup of the pasta water when you drain it. So when you drain your pasta, save 1 cup of the pasta water, because you may need it to loosen up the sauce when you're done. Okay, all right, that's up to a heat. So I'm going to take my 3 cloves of garlic, and I'm going to let that saute. Okay, so the garlic is for about 30 seconds, and then I'm going to add my sun-dried tomatoes. I used the ones that didn't have oil, and I just soaked them for about 10 to 15 minutes in hot water, and then I put the, then I cut them up and diced them up. We're going to let these cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, like this. And if you want to use the ones that are in oil, just drain the oil. You don't want all that oil into your food. So I'm going to let this cook. The pasta water's cooking. I'll be back shortly. Okay, before I add my cream to my sauce over here, I'm going to show you this awesome looking mushroom I got at the farmer's market yesterday. This guy grows his own mushrooms. Wonderful. Here's the name of the place if you're anybody's interested. Just amazing looking mushrooms. So this is an Italian mushroom. I told him what I was making with it. So to this I'm going to add my half of the mushrooms, which I cut up already. I'm going to give that a stir and let that cook for probably about 2 minutes or so, and then I'll add my heavy cream. So I'm going to give 2 minutes on this, and then I'll add my heavy cream. Put 1 cup of heavy cream into my mushrooms and my sun-dried tomatoes. I'm going to put some salt and some pepper and a little bit, because I'm a wimp when it comes to hot pepper, a little bit of hot pepper flakes. I'm going to turn that down, and we're going to let that cook for 3 to 5 minutes until it thickens. So I'll be back in 3 to 5. I'm going to add a 3-ounce package of fresh spinach. And then I'm going to take probably my tongs, because it's easier to mix that when it's like that, because this cooks down so quickly. You're going to add that right into the mixture, and you're going to let that cook for about 3 minutes. So we're going to let this cook till it wilts down about 3 minutes. As you can see, the spinach is wilted down. I'm going to add my 12 ounces of pasta right into the pan. We're going to give it a stir. And that's where the extra liquid from your pasta water comes from if you need it. If it's too thick and you want to thin it out a little bit, you can use that to thin it out a little bit. I want to get all the good stuff mixed together here. Now I'm going to put a little bit of the pasta water, probably about a 1/4 cup. I don't like it really loose, but I don't want it really thick either. Okay, we're going to let that cook for about 30 seconds. I'm going to put a ½ cup of fresh Parmigiano Reggiano cheese in here. You can never have enough cheese if you want more or less, but you can never have enough as far as I'm concerned. That's like my Mediterranean spices. I like my cheese like I like my Mediterranean spices. It smells delicious. Like I said, you can add the mushroom or not add the mushroom. I didn't put it on the recipe, but I happened to be at the farmer's market and I said, oh, I'll try this. So, okay, let me just turn that off. Let me see if I can. I'm going to put this on a plate. I don't want to put it on my counter with the pan like that. So we're going to take this and we're just going to plate it up. Make sure you get that deliciousness on top of there. Okay, that's the recipe. Hope to see you next week.